What's up, BBL crew? You got your boy, Perfect Blue, here with Week 7 of the Bandless Battlers League, where your San Diego State Azelfs will be taking on ChoicedCJ, coach of the Baltimore Oriolus. Yeah. Anyways, let's get right into CJ's team. So CJ is rocking with the, I believe, 19-1, or either 19-2 RCS Dark, Mega Medicham, Garchomp, Heatran, Primarina, Piloswine, Scizor, Quillfish, Xatu, Archeops, Trevenant, and Ampharos. Looking at this team, it is very scary. This is a very scary team. RCS Dark in itself is just a very scary mon, but the ability for, like, Mega Medicham to... let's think of Mega Medicham checks. Necrozma's 1, Mew can be 1. If Mega Medicham can Baton Pass on the switch into them, that's a free RCS Dark, and that's very scary for a lot of other teams. I've noticed that the RCS Dark just goes in. And looking at my team, I do have Clefable and Tapu Bulu. That prevents Dark Spam a little bit, but, you know, Sludge Bomb is a thing. And if he has Dark plus Poison coverage, then he obviously can't touch Bisharp. So what I'm thinking is, I need Pheromosa this game. I know I haven't been bringing it lately. However, it's just a mon that, like, it kills RC Dark. What can I say? Like, that's just amazing to do that. Mega Medicham's another mon. It kicks crap and hurts. Garchomp's a very scary Pokemon. It's a bit annoying that I have Zardex, because, like, Zardex at +1 obviously can do a lot. I really do need Dragon Dance if I want to bring Zardex, because I don't want to risk speed ties with the Mega Medicham. I want to be able to outspeed the RCS Dark. And he has two really good Scarfers, which are Garchomp and Archeops, so it's like, oh gosh, that's a scary bring. Heatran's another thing. He has Scizor plus Heatran. I think 2 steals is really cool with this team, especially with, he has a nice RCS Dark, and, you know, he has the Fairy Dragon, the Fairy and the Dragon being Primarina and Garchomp, very annoying. He has Piloswine. Piloswine's a beast, best rocker in the game. Quillfish, very annoying. Spike Stacker, my team does not do well with Spike Stack, as my removal is Zardex and Pheromosa. He also has Xatu. Xatu's a very annoying mon. If I want to, I guess, get up rocks with, like, my Clef, I can't really do that against Xatu, as it'll just bounce back. Archeops is very scary, but the reason I feel like he won't bring it is because it's a free Groudon setup, and getting free setup with Groudon is very scary, obviously, for a lot of teams, because, like, it's a Groudon, so why wouldn't you be scared? Trevenant, Ampharos. He has brought Ampharos a bit, and I've seen it. I don't really expect either of them against my team. I mean, like, Groudon, it just kills the Ampharos, and then with the Trevenant, obviously Harvest plus the Sun could be very nice, but I just have too many things to take advantage of it. Trevenant actually isn't the worst bring, I guess, because, like, Pheromosa can't just spam, like, High Jump Kick, for example. That doesn't really work. So, yeah, anyways, let's get right into the team I brought. So the first mon we have here is Pheromosa with Fightinium Z, Adamant, a lot of, like, 108 defense, so that, like, I could take Scizor Bullet Punches and Mega Medicham Bullet Punches, if he's bringing Bullet Punch on Mega Medicham. That's something I really need to find out in the game, because, let's see, High Jump Kick plus Ice Punch really does work, and then Fake Out's obviously a cool move. Bullet Punch could be very annoying for my Pheromosa, so I kind of have to watch out for that. We have the Rapid Spin, High Jump Kick, U-Turn, and Lunge. So, Rapid Spin, yeah, we're bringing Hazard removal. I don't want to get Spike Stack this game and just immediately pressured by his offense. Pheromosa presents a fast spinner, which is really nice for my team. High Jump Kick, it kicks things. U-turn, lunge. It doesn't hit the Primarina, but I'm sure High Jump Kick does enough already. And yeah, that's the Pheromosa set. The next mon we have is Bruxish with Leftovers. We're running a bulk up 3 attacks with Liquidation, Psychic Things, Ice Fang. Really, this just hits his whole team. Except it doesn't really deal damage to the Arceus Dark, I guess. That's something that I've noticed with Bruxish. It doesn't hit Dark types. But that's kind of nice, because, like, I have a Clef and a Pheromosa, so it's like Dark types are fine, I guess, in a way. So, yeah, that's Bruxish. I brought Dazzling. Was that an accident? I think that was an accident. Yeah, it shouldn't have been Dazzling. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, that's Bruxish. Next, we have Choice Scarf, Tapu Bulu, Superpower, Hornleech, Wood Hammer, Rock Tomb. I was very hesitant to bring this because there's a Heatran and a Scizor, 2 obviously really nice grass resists, but looking at the rest of his team, if I can get those 2 mons knocked down, then the Boo can really put in work with Wood Hammer. Superpower, just in case I can catch Heatran on a switch, and Rock Tomb, mainly, like, Rock Tomb's just nice utility to have. I didn't really have a 4th move, so, yeah. Next one we have is a defensive Clefable. We have the Stealth Rock, Moonblast, Soft Boiled knockoff with lefties. Yeah, so it can't touch Heatran. That's something really big that has to be noted. I could knock it off on the switch-in. Same with the Scizor. His Moonblast switch-ins, as you can see from the team he brought, are the Scizor and the Heatran. So I can get a free knock on them on the switch. But the thing that's very problematic is, like, Arceus Dark. I really don't want to risk, I guess, knocking that off. I either want to Moonblast that boy or Soft Boiled Up, because, man, that's a scary mon. Also, with, like, a Scarf Chomp, Clefable just eats hits for days, so it's like, Soft Boiled Up, next mon we have is Dual Screens Raikou, Toxic Thunderbolt, Dual Screens with Light Clay. I really like this Raikou set. I'm not sure why. I just feel like Dual Screens into a setup Groudon is going to... It's the way, I feel. So, yeah, the last one we have is a Double Dance Groudon, Precipice Blades, Rock Slide, Swords Dance, Rock Polish, Jolly Nature, so I really want to be able to outspeed, I believe... What am I outspeeding with this? Might be the Coolfish, actually. Reason I want to outspeed the Coolfish is that if it can just Spike Sack or, like, get a Toxic off, that could be very annoying for my team. So, looking at his team, I felt Pheromosa is just a free U-turn. I can really U-turn on anything except Mega Medicham, because I don't want to take Bullet Punch damage on this thing to put it into range where Scizor can be very dangerous late game. Even though Scizor, I guess, like, I have a Groudon and Raikou there, but Scizor's just a very annoying mon. And, yeah, so Pheromosa had a good lead against 4 of his matchups, I feel. If he was going to lead Tran or... Not Primarina, because I outspeed that naturally, but even if he's Scarf. But if he led Tran, I'd want to scout for his Scarf, and Scarf Tran could be very annoying to my team. So yeah, anyways, let's get right into the game. So, yeah, against CJ, wow, very scary. His 2 losses this season have been to Sparks the God and Gypsy King, because, like, Sparks just had a really nice game plan against him, and Gypsy King's Gypsy King, so yada yada. Anyways, he's going to lead out with his Tony Stark, and that's his Scizor, so yeah, I don't want to stay in, I don't want to take Bullet Punch damage, because if this is banded, then, like, oh, see a Pheromosa. So here I'm just going to go into my Raikou. He's going to make the nice play of U-turning, knowing that I can't risk damage on my Pheromosa to put it into range of things such as the Mega Medicham Fake Out plus Bullet Punch combo. Here he goes into Arceus Dark, and very scary. I'm just going to throw off a Toxic. I outspeed him, which means this is a bulkier Arceus Dark, which Toxic is really, really nice for. So here he's going to get up his rocks, and I notice, like, okay, that can tell me something about Tran. It's not his rocker, this game, which means I'm predicting, like, a Magma Storm, Flash Cannon, Taunt filler moveset. maybe Earth Power for the Zardex, but yeah, here he's going to fire off the Sludge Bomb, predicting my Clef. Very nice move. That's not going to do enough, though. Clefable can soft-boil this off pretty easily, so he kind of has to switch here. He loses this battle 100%, so now I kind of confirm, like, his set is Recovery, Dark Poison, Stealth Rock. He can't touch my Bisharp, but that's okay, because Bisharp kind of sucks. So, here I'm just going to soft-boiled. He goes into the Tran. I don't like Tran. I don't want to get Magma Storm trapped here, so I don't want to lose my Clef this early. So, yeah, I'm going to go out into my Bruxish, I believe? Yeah, Bruxish. I noticed I forgot nicknames. That's disappointing. Yeah, so he's going to Magma Storm. Bruxish is going to dodge, because I'm actually GOAT, so, yeah, Bruxish dodges that, and he's going to obviously withdraw, because no need to keep this Heatran in. It's really nice for my Clef. Here, I'm just going to Psychic Fangs. Reason I Psychic Fangs, just in case he wants to go like Primarina, so, on the Liquidation, that's a very possible move, so, that's why I do that. He goes into Arceus Dark, and, yeah, he just walls me, so, that's a very annoying. Here, I know I can just go into my Clef. Here, he's going to Judgment. It's not going to do enough to the point where Clef can't just do something. So, yeah, Clef takes the Judgment easily, even though I'm Fizz Def. This Clef's just a monster, yo. And, yeah, so, here, he can't stay in, obviously. He's going to go back into his Scizor, as, for some reason, I refuse to get Rocks up. I don't know why. But anyways, I get to knock off a Scizor or a Tran item, which I feel is very helpful. Tran is a Z-Mon, so if I knock off and it nothing happens, then obviously I know that's a Z-Mon. Here I'm just going to go into Raikou. I feel like he's going to pivot, but there's nothing I can do, because if I lose Clef, then Arceus Dark just sits there for a while, even though it's poison. Here he's going to go into his Garchomp, and the Garchomp is going to outspeed me, revealing that this is a Scarf Chomp. So, Raikou goes down, no screens up. It did get the Toxic on the Arceus Dark, which is very important. But here I know I can just go into my Groudon, and this is a very Precipice Blades right here. He has no grounded Pokemon. Groudon, like, he didn't bring Piloswine, that's a good switch in. Xatu, Archeops, even like Trevenant, I guess. But here, he's going to go into Emma Stone. Okay, that's Primarina. Okay, right? And then he's Air Balloon. So, that's insane prep by him. Like, holy crap, that's, this is going to be a tough one. So, I can't stay in here. I don't want to lose my Groudon. I'm just going to go into my Clefable. Sun's up, so if he wants to Water move, that is fine. But here he's just going to Ice Beam. Totally fine with me. Clef can eat this up. And yeah, it's a Clefable. Clefable's just fun, you know? So here he's going to Moonblast. I believe I just soft-boiled here, as that's kind of my play. I don't really lose much by doing so. I can soft-boiled off the Moonblast. And as long as I don't get crit, like, frequently, I should be fine. Obviously, like, you could crit through my Clefable, and that'd be very annoying, but I guess it's just sitting here for a bit. So here he's going to Encore. Very, very cool set. Moonblast, Ice Beam, Encore with an Air Balloon to take on the Groudon. So here he keeps the Air Balloon intact. I do get Clef up back to full, which is very nice. Obviously, because a full health Clef is better than half health Clef. Haha. So I'm going to go into my Bruxish here, and I can just Liquidation on this turn. I really didn't have a Primarina switch in. And he wasn't the most offensive invested, which is scary because that did a lot. But he had bulk to him, obviously, to be able to take on the Groudon, because he didn't have much counterplay to it looking back. So here he's just going to go into Scizor, as I'm going to click the Liquidation. Yeah, so Liquidation, Sun's down, so that's nice. It's not going to do anything. This is definitely defensive Scizor. Bruxish isn't that weak, come on guys. So, here I'm just going to Liquidation again, as, you know, trying to get damage on this. I'm just going to sack Bruxish to the U-turn, which is totally fine with me. So, here he's going to go into his what does he go into? Oh yeah, his Mega Medicham. Okay, so yeah, Bruxish is down and Mega Medicham's back. So Clef, get out there and wall his team again. Yeah, that's kind of it. So here he's going to stay in, which tells me he's fake out. He has to be fake out. He can't just lose his Mega Medicham here. Bruxish is gone. This thing literally like OHKOs basically everything except Groudon. Groudon's a beast, so but that's what we presume. Yeah. So fake out reveals that he is max attack. Obviously, it's a Mega Medicham. So yeah. He's gonna switch here into his Scizor, as I'm just gonna Moonblast. I didn't want to play around with this Mega Medicham, so yeah, if I had rocks up there, that would have been nice, but, you know, just getting Moonblast damage off is really helpful for the rest of my team. So here I'm just going to switch out into my Groudon, I believe. Yeah, Groudon comes out, and here, if he wants to Roost, he's threatened out immediately again, because this is a Groudon and he can't let it set up. Here he's just going to knock off the leftovers. So I keep lefties on Clef a bit, like losing leftovers on Groudon sucks, but here I'm just going to go for the Rock Slide, I believe, just on the off chance he wanted to go Primarina. Even though, like, that was never his play, but, you know, just Rock Slide. Easy damage. So Scizor goes down, we don't get 6-0 by CJ, that is very nice. Primarina comes back out, and I feel right now Pheromosa's my win con. I just need to break the balloon, get some damage on this Primarina, as that'll help me out a lot. And, you know, Hax is a win con, so we are going to flinch the Primarina right here, and he has no Precipice Blade switching now, so, yeah, down goes Primarina, because Groudon's a beast and just flinches. So, see ya, Primarina. Mega Medicham comes back out. Very scary mon. Very, very scary. He could just Zen Headbutt here, honestly, and pick up a kill, as that's what he chooses to do. Groudon goes down. Very unfortunate. You did your job, though, Ruby. So, here comes Clef again, as Clef is a monster boy. So, here he's going to withdraw into Vesuvius the Heatran, as I'm just going to Moonblast. I did not want to play GQ with a Mega Medicham, obviously. I knew I couldn't afford to make the play, really, so I don't get the special attack drop there, but, you know, it's the same odds as getting a Scald Burn, which is really nice odds. So here he's going to Magma Storm. I didn't have my Bruxish or my Groudon or, like, anything. Like, my two switch-ins were the Tapu Bulu and Pheromosa. I'm not switching any of those into a Heatran. Clef is embarrassingly the thing that can take it on. So, here I just get up my rocks. I just have to go for game with the Pheromosa, as it does have a good shot of winning, but here the taunt comes out, as I'm just going to knock off, expecting him to kind of be a taunt set with Magma Storm. He reveals Shuca Berry, probably for the Groudon to be able to try to take the hit, I guess. So, here he's going to Magma Storm again. He doesn't lose much by doing so, but this kind of shows me that he probably doesn't have Flash Cannon. Very helpful to know. Moonblast is going to come off, as that's kind of my only play to just, you know, spam Moonblast against the Heatran. So, yeah, Clef kind of goes down here, as Magma Storm is just going to connect and kill. However, Clef is a god and dodges the Magma Storm, so here we're going to get another Moonblast off. A free chip. It helps with the Bulu, I guess, even though Bulu's not going to really do anything to this, so yeah, Wood Hammer doesn't do much, guys. Fun fact. So, Clef's taunt wears off, as he's going to taunt again. I kind of know this, as he doesn't really lose anything by taunting, but here, Moonblast is going to come off again, and we are going to get another special attack drop, I believe? Yeah, so, Clef, putting in work. And the scary thing is, he has Arceus, Dark, Mega Medicham, and Garchomp in the back. He obviously cannot switch those into a Moonblast. Here I'm going to dodge another Magma Storm, because Clef is actually insane. And Moonblast is going to go off again, and no special attack drop there, but that's totally fine, because, you know, dodging the Magma Storm, I'm very skilled. Yeah, he's going to Magma Storm again, and as you're going to see, it's not going to really do anything to the Clef, because two special attack drops, that's enough to really do something. Moonblast is going to come off. I know I can't soft boiled on him, so that's a bit annoying, but here, going to get the special attack drop, and this Clef is just, you know, special attack drops are insane. So here I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to soft-boiled. I don't feel like he's going for the taunt. It's just a read that I made. So here he Magma Storms, so like, oh boy, I'm going to lose my Clef, but no, I soft-boiled. So like, this Clef is very annoying for him. Being able to kind of 1v1 a Heatran is just hilarious to me. And being able to keep leftovers, so like switching out on the Scizor was really nice, just to keep the leftovers around. So here he's going to taunt again. He can risk me soft-boiling again, but here I'm just going to fire off the Moonblast as I'm getting these predictions right. Kind of helps me get back in the game. Another special attack drop. Like, man, Clef is insane. Clef is actually busted. This one's insane. Here he's just going to Earth Power just to hope for like special defense drops, I guess. This can help the Arceus Dark revenge with the Sludge Bomb, and I can't really switch anything into that. So Moonblast is going to come off, no special attack drop. That is fine, because it's to the point where it's like, if you're at -4 on your Heatran, I'm basically getting all the health back from leftovers anyways, so I don't really care that much about getting damaged. So Moonblast is going to come off again. Another special attack drop. So this Heatran's at -5, like, man, Clef, calm down there, buddy. Like, I know it's 30%, but still, that's just nice. So, taunt's gonna come off. I know that he has to taunt me, because he needs my Clef as low as he can, as Clef is going to probably beat this Heatran. If he's, like, Rest or something on his last move, like, oh my goodness, that would have been very annoying. But here, he's at -5, so I'm just gonna switch out with my Clef and go into my Tapu Bulu. Here he makes the play to Magma Storm as he wants to trap me again. I believe Grassy Turn comes up, but the Tapu Bulu switch-ins, even though he's Scarf Chomp, and I know that, still very nice to get the Bulu in. Here he's going to miss the Magma Storm, very unfortunate, as here I can just Wood Hammer, reveal that I am a Scarf Bulu. So, yeah, Wood Hammer is going to come off. This Heatran's going to taunt, which makes sense, because, like, he can't really risk me bulking up, I guess, because if I would bulk up Horn Leech, that could have potentially won me the game right there if he didn't make that play, which is totally fair. Here he's going to protect with his Heatran, reveals his last move. Yeah, I'm just going to protect. Going to try to Wood Hammer with Bulu. Not going to work. Okay. And, you know, with, no leftovers or anything on the Heatran, this Wood Hammer is just gonna take him out. If he had lefties, that would have been, I mean, Clef would have knocked them off, but the Shuckleberry was interesting, I guess. Thinking back, probably not for the Groudon, probably for the Zardex, that makes a lot more sense. Here he's going to go Arceus Dark, and I'm like, why not Garchomp? So I can just, really just Wood Hammer again and kill this Arceus Dark. I know it's defensive, but like, this is a Bulu, very scary, Mon. Very scary. So, annoying part, Clef can't switch into the Garchomp that's coming in. So I kind of have to sack my Bulu here. I know he's Scarf Chomp. I need to, you know, maybe saving the Bulu, like, would have been helpful, but I can't let, like, my Pheromosa take damage to the point where... I guess what I'm trying to say is, Pheromosa I felt was my win con. If I saved Bulu, and he still had Scarf Garchomp, then that would have been annoying. Pheromosa can obviously take a Poison Jab, as I do have some defense. But here, I'm just going to soft-boiled. He gets a crit. Very nice, but the Clef can just really soft-boil this off. So, Clefable, very annoying Pokemon, once again, like, trying to pull the game back for me, as... he loses nothing by just spamming Poison Jab. If he, like, I guess, gets a turn wrong and I Moonblast on his switch into Mega Medicham, I kind of just win the game right there. And what's really nice is I have Pheromosa in the back. I feel that is able to beat the Mega Medicham. If he has Bullet Punch, that can be very annoying because he can two-shot me. So I have to keep that in mind. Here, he's going to Poison Jab again. I guess I could have gotten... Yeah, I just soft-boiled again, because, like, I don't want to risk... I understand, like, soft-boiling, crits happen and everything, but I just need to keep as much health on this Clef as possible so that I'm able to win with it, or my Pheromosa. So Poison Jab's going to come off. Not going to do that much. I can just Moonblast here. It's really just free. It's not going to kill the Garchomp, because Garchomp is a pretty bulky boy, and I'm not special attack invested on this Clefable, but I can just spam Soft Boiled again, and as long as he doesn't crit here, I should be fine. So he's going to Poison Jab again, and does he crit? Nope. Clef is insane. It's actually broken, guys. So, Clef is going to be able to Soft Boiled as, you know, Leftovers comes back, so this Clef is sitting nice at 147. I don't really lose anything by Soft Boiling again, so yeah, what I'm going to do is just spam Soft Boiled. What sucks, though, is, first of all, I can't stall him out of Poison Jabs with Soft Boiled. That kind of sucks. So, guaranteed, this Clef will not be against the Mega Medicham at full health, to the point where I can live a Zen Headbutt, which means it really comes down to a battle against my Pheromosa. I don't know why I'm soft-boiling here, I guess, because the Mega Medicham is going to be able to Poison Jab with Garchomp plus, like, really any Mega Medicham hit is going to be able to KO me, so yeah. I believe I just Moonblast here, though, as no need to get too greedy or anything like that. So Clef is going to take the kill here. It is Mega Medicham against Clefable and Pheromosa. And, yeah, so Clef is obviously knocked a bit, as he can go into his Pheromosa. There's no reason for me to switch. I don't want to choke the game like that, so yeah. So he's going to Fake Out here. Safe play, just in case. Because Mega Medicham can take the Moonblast, so it's like, just Fake Out, just because, like, why not? He didn't lose anything by it. So here's Zen Headbutt's going to come off, going to KO the Clef. It's Pheromosa versus Mega Medicham. And you know, boys, remember Lunge? Yeah, I had Lunge. It lowers attack. So, Fightinium Z wasn't killing the Mega Medicham unless I crit. So I'm like, I'm going to play for the crit. But here he's going to Bullet Punch, and I'm just going to Fightinium Z. If I lunge there, I live the next Bullet Punch bar crit. Yeah, so, and obviously Lunge could two-shot the Mega Medicham. Lunge actually did around the same as Fightinium Z, but I choose to just Z High Jump Kick, and it's not going to be able to take out this Mega Medicham, as I do get a bit of a higher roll there even, and like, oh boy, I should have lunged. Low-key forgot it lowered attack, but this Mega Medicham will be able to clean up the game. So, we lose the game 1-0 against CJ. Very messy game, but a very good game. Talking to him after, him sacking Arceus Dark, he kind of just brain farted. If he didn't sack Arceus Dark and went into his Garchomp, I had to make the same play and sack Bulu anyways. But the extra sack would have helped a lot, because he would have been able to win the game that way. If everything played out the same, he would have had one extra sack to my Pheromosa, to the point where he could just Fake Out plus Bullet Punch with the Mega Medicham, so that he's obviously able to beat my Pheromosa from there. But me not lunging at the end, I'm kind of mad, but at the same time, like, no matter how I look at it, that was always my play, and it kind of, like, is annoying. Because, it, like, I guess, if he had two options there. He could either Zen Headbutt or Bullet Punch. The first Bullet Punch comes off, I lunge, I live the second one bar crit, and I can win the game from there. But, like, Fightinium Z, why would, I guess, like, why would he Zen Headbutt there? Because, like, if I lunge on his Zen Headbutt, he wins the game anyways. It's, like, even though he's at -1, that's a Mega Medicham, and Pheromosa, even though I'm defense invested, does not take the hit very well at all. So, yeah, a bit mad at myself for that, but at the same time, if he didn't sack the Arceus Dark like that, he would have had the extra sack in the back to be able to 100% secure the game. Also, the Primarina set, that was insane. Like, Air Balloon, that Encore, oh my gosh, Primarina is insane. Anyways, that's a GG to CJ. Unfortunately, we are taking the L here. Going to move to 3 and 4. So, playoffs. I want to get at least 5 and 5. How do I do this? I need to win 2 of my last 3 games. I play against Splurge, who, Splurge isn't having the best season, but I'm not going to take him, lightly. I need the win, and I know Splurge is hungry for wins. He's a better player than how he's performed this season, so I'm going all out for that game. Against Week 9, we have Panther. It was originally Omega Jolteon, but now we're playing against Panther, a very cool dude who replaced in the BBL recently. But no matter how I look at it, it's like, if Omega was still there, Omega Jolteon and Panther are 2 really, really good battlers. So that's a game I don't want to, like, I don't want to lose that. But at the same time, it's a very scary team. It's a Mewtwo. Mewtwo's just busted. That point proven. Yeah, easy. And then last week we are against Aaron 2420, who he is himself is in the middle of the pack as well, so I know he will be fighting for a win. It'd be really cool if the last week it's like it comes down to winning you're in, so it's like a wild card game. That'd just be really cool. But then it's to the point where it's like if we're both like, I guess I want to say 5 and 4 or something, and the winner gets what, the 8 seed, then it's like you're just going into playoffs to get throttled by Gypsy King anyway, so it's like, oh boy. Anyways, yeah, keep on rambling on. We did make some free agency moves, heads up for those. Anyways, that's a GG to CJ. That was such a good game, but at the same time, like, both of us were just like, wow. Clef being able to basically beat a Tran, that was really cool. So, Clefable's busted, what can I say? Yeah, so GG to CJ. Next week we're against Splurge. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a bit of a long one. Yeah, Clef kind of sat there. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, like, subs, share, all that stuff. But remember to shitpost in the comments below. Yeah, retard gaming rise up.